don't plant your onions upside down. The root goes in the bottom and the pointy side goes to the top. Hey guys, I'm out in the vegetable garden today, my new garden space that I finally have been able to get out and work in. It's a lot of work getting here. We cleared this area last year with some trees. We've used the old trees as the boundaries for all of the garden space in this section. Whew. Black flies are bad today. And I am finally ready to plant some things out in the garden. Nothing too exciting yet. We're starting with some onions. Let me show you what I've been working on today out here. So let me show you what I've been doing with my onion starts. So this was the tray of little seedlings that I had in the seed studio, and they are the Rosaluna or Rosalunga onions. They're a small, I think they're a branching onion or a little red onion. Anyways, they're onions that I got to germinate and grow. So these are going out into the garden today. And what I've been working on is just separating these onion starts from their little pots. So I've got quite a bunch of starts just growing in these little pots. And what you do when you get these is you open up or you take them out of your pot, and you'll see that the root systems are they should be quite large. But you don't plant this whole thing in the garden the way it is. You're going to break it apart and loosen up the roots as much as you can, because they're all tangled up in there, having fun, growing away. And you're gonna grab one of the onion stems or plants and you're just gently gonna pull them out of the soil. And it should come out with a good bunch of roots on the bottom of your start, and that's what you're gonna plant into the garden. So I'm just working away on my last little bunch here, and you just pull your little plants apart from your bunch, and they pull away quite easy, and they do come with a good set of roots. Some of these little ones I might put together with the other ones, but you just keep pulling them apart until you get all your plants separated. So once you have all your little plants separated, then you're just going to put them in your rows in the garden. It's easy as that. So I've got all my onion starts that I started in the seed studio planted in the garden. They do look a little wilty, and they don't look the greatest when you first plant them in, but it'll take them a few days just to kind of settle into their new environment, and I'm sure they will do just fine. So my next project, which I have never planted before, I've never planted onion sets. So this is my first time planting onion sets. I picked up just a mix. It's called a savory mix. It's got, looks like white, red, and some yellow onions. So an onion sets. And they come as little pre-grown bulbs. So these, I can't really remember, but there's a lot of information out there on onion sets and how they grow. And sometimes it's better to start onion sets. Other people I've heard say it's better to start them just from seeds. So sometimes your onion sets can just go directly to flower. So anyways, we'll try them this year and see how they do. So I've started them in this section with the garlic that's back in the corner. That's my pile of triple mix, my pile of soil. So it's kind of in this back or the front corner, but I think they will do fine here. Again, it's my first year planting in this garden. I'm excited just to get stuff in it and growing, and we'll see how they do. So they need to be planted 1 inch deep and about 4 inches apart. So most of the details will be on your package. Just follow the directions in that. Certainly don't follow what I'm doing, because I'm a beginner and I'm just trying this for the first time, and I want you guys to come along and see how I do and what happens. If I get some onions, yay. If I don't, I'll let you know. My first attempt at planting onions, so here we go. So after getting these first few rows in of onions, definitely not as many purple onions as there are the yellow and the white. So the whites are in the front, the yellow is along the middle, and I do still have a few yellow ones left. I'm not planting the really tiny ones or the ones that obviously have dried up and shriveled up. So I've only planted sort of the bigger ones, and they're still firm. When you're planting your bulbs, you want to put the root side down, pointy side up. It's pretty self-explanatory, I would think, but I'm sure somebody's gotten it wrong at some point. Don't plant your onions upside down. The root goes in the bottom and the pointy side goes to the top. Well guys, I've got my first vegetables planted in my garden. Yay! I am so excited. It might be a little too early. We might still get some freezing temperatures, but I think the onions will be okay. The temperatures over the next few weeks, that's all I seem to talk about is the temperatures. I'm sure other people or other gardeners are always looking at their weather app and obsessing over temperatures. Anyways, our last frost date is May 14th, which I've stated over and over and over again on my videos. I think I've talked a lot about the cold weather. Anyways, you notice when I talk about temperature, I use, Celsius for cold and Fahrenheit for warm? I don't know. It's something I've always done. Anyways, in the summer when it's 80 degrees, and in the spring and winter when it's 0 and -5, what I'm trying to say is I am excited about being in the garden. We're getting some nice warm weather during the day. My onions are in, and I'm excited to watch them grow and see how they do. First time planting onions, I think I've got it right. Root side down, pointy side up, about 4 inches apart, about 1 inch deep in the soil. We'll get these watered in, and I'll keep you updated on how they grow over the season, and hopefully we'll have some onions. My name is Bonnie. This is Artist in a Garden. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment or some tips below on some of your gardening experiences. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.